from Seattle. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Thrown back, it's the handoff. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Set.
The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Back to throw now. He lets a heater go deep. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Panther Street, set. Tiger, 19, Hawk 70. 70 Ranger. 19 type, 19.
Out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating an offense now behind the chains. That's exactly how you're looking to start.
Check, Panther. 18, Pioneer.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. His first throw is an interception. Sidney Brown makes the play. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Check go.
On 1st down, they'll run. It was almost ended worse, but it gets a yard out of it. Zayden Collins in on the tackle. They give it to him again. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
nicely. Ready?
Back now, pressure on its way. Pass hauled in by the rookie from Miami. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop the hips and cut right inside. It's a good work to help reset those chains.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Go!
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And he got an interception! Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Let's go now.
They've got first down from the 31.
Warrior 70. Panther 11. Panther 11. And up.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-six touchdown. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go street. Dragon 60. Chap 60. Chap 60. Hey, smash Bronco. Ready.
Getting right back to it after that interception. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Set. Go, Rig. Go.
There's the ball here. Gets it for the first time. His foray up the middle. That's about 3. Keely Ringo making the play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Ready, ready. Rig alert. Rig alert. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready, ready.
He's dropping back to throw. Connects on the crosser. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Less than a yard needed here on fourth.
Set. Come 19. Come 19. Set, go.
You're going for this. He connects downfield on fourth. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks find the end zone for 6. Brock Bowers the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20.
Ready, ready.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Hook.
Plowing up the middle. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. 1st down play, that's in 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Here's 2nd and 5. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 32 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
Here we go. Street. Street. Check smash. Check smash. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
On the ball, now.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Go.
2nd and 8. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. We've got a close one here. More from Lumen Field in just a minute.
On the set.
We're back and excited to start the 2nd. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points.
Go.
From the red zone now. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown. The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Eagles offense staying out there. They're going for 2. He's throwing for it. And they beat the defense with the throw and get 2 following the touchdown. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
Brings in the kick at the 9. Pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That's incomplete left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Check. Hurt. Shut up.
This is Walker on 2nd. He started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Sidney Brown in on that stop.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Buffalo 18. Let's go now. Hurt. Check go.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
65 cat. 65. Check smash. Hut.
To throw it on 1st down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Eagles will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
70 range. Ready.
They'll come out throwing. He put everything he had into this one. Big game downfield. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
And that's no good. His 2nd missed extra point of the day. So now after his 2nd missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Tight. Let's go. Hut.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And off running left, Walker. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
19 Lion. 18 Pioneer.
They're going to throw it on third and long. Launches one deep down. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Keely Ringo picks it off.
Intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10.
Street.
Right up the gut. No one around. He's got space. Has room down the left sideline. You guys are touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Wow,
you know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
No time just yet to figure out what's going wrong. After another miss, he's got to stay out there and send this one away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 41.
Set. Warrior 70. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go Chap. Go Chap. Dragon 60. Chap 60. Chap 60. Ready.
They'll try and throw it here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So second down coming up.
Here we go. Set. Hey, smash. Seven Pirate. Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Complete to DK Metcalf. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
79 Bronco. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. Chap. Check. Chap. Check. Big Lion. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Mustang 19. Check go.
Running left. Here's Walker. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Hunt.
From the 38. And they pick him off again. Sidney Brown makes the play. And he's going to go. It's a big 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Now the Eagles will attempt another 2-point conversion.
70 Rangers.
Pass play now. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking off 2 more to their lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. From his own end zone, here we go. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Ready.
Back to the air following the pick 6. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down.
Ready. 19 Lions. 18 Pioneer.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Set up. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
He'll throw it. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Let's go now. Street. Street. Dragon 60. Chap 60. Chap 60. Set up.
Throw on third down. He's trying to push the field. He's got it deep downfield. He takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He's going to field this at the 2. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Tight end going in motion here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigated on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Throwing now from the gun. Metcalf there to bring it in. And they can't chop to him, but first down. This play goes for 36. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Ready? 79 Bronco. Check go.
Setting up a throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they face second down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Now an inside give to Walker. And again, he can't manage anything. Defense all over him at the line.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Here we go, set.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Ready?
Back to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Fourth and 3, drive on the line.
Set. Hey, smash Bronco. '70 Lion. Hut.
Trying for it, it's Walker. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense has got none of it, and now they get themselves off the field.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Offense up to the line fast.
Go.
Throwing now, off play action. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd.
18 Rattler.
Pass play coming here. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Ready. Riggs. Mustang 19. Ready.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete here to Bowers. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ready. Say,
Man in motion here.
Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready, ready.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He fires one deep down the middle. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Eagles break the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Trying for the deep ball. They get it right back. That's intercepted. He breaks a tackle. Busting through tacklers for a big gain. And the Seahawks are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
19 Lion. Check go.
Looking to throw here. Shake off that previous INT. Got a man. Bowers has it. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
A gain of 41 yards.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10.
18 Pioneer. Warriors 70. Hut.
1st and 10, looking to throw. This ball's caught by Bowers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra
18
yardage.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go, Rig, go. Ready.
1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hustle, hustle.
Working quickly here.
Street, street.
I'll pick up a
Trying again. Walker. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Seahawks cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks make it an 11-point ball game. about to kick it away. Here's Moody. Has this at the 6. And he doesn't get very far on the return, just beyond the 5-yard line.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Bravo 80. Go.
Now a give running right. And this one doesn't go far.
Hurry.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to step out a yard or 2 short of the 30. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Let's go. Ready.
There's a give up the middle. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door
Ready up.
for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Come on, set.
Tight end in motion left. They go play action here. He lets one fly deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles push their lead to 18.
Seahawks 23.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
30-yard line.
Ready.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Check go.
Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
On the ball. On the ball.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Hawk 70. Hawk 7. Checks back. Checks back.
Walking out from the gun. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. DJ James with the tackle. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain. And now they're just inches short for 3rd down.
Set. Viking 18. Check. Hurt. Hurt. Hut.
Running with Walker again. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Trap. 60. Chap 60, chap 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big
60
sack.
Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go street. Hurt, hurt. Hut, hut.
Trying again, following the sack. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Rig alert.
They send a
rig
man in
alert.
motion.
79 Bronco. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
That throw is going to be the last we've seen of him in this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. So please, for the love of God, take this man
I'm
out.
full now. I'm full.
Offense in the hurry up here.
70 Timberwolf.
From the 28. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Offense up to the line
Back to
fast.
60, back to 60. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Ready, ready?
3rd and long for him here. Makes the grabbing bounds left side. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
Ready? Check, Bobcat, check, check, go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
Hold it ready.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Set up.
They motion the slot man right.
Hut.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
I just hate that. I just hate to see that. Everything on the play was done so well. Everybody did their job. But you got to finish. You don't get many chances to make that type of play for your
Let's go
team.
now.
You got to come through on that touchdown.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up.
Got it. Ready?
Backed up now after the penalty. It's third down.
60 Bobcat. Let's go. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Hut, hut.
He's going to throw this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
Come on, set. 19 Lions. Go.
Back now, pressure on its way. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
No time just yet to figure out what's going wrong. After another miss, he's got to stay out there and send this one away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 41.
Ready. 18, Pioneer. Get up.
Now looking to throw. Let it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Ready.
Second and 10 now. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Finds a seam, left side, and off to the races. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
Getting right back to it after that interception. And they pick him off again. Sidney Brown makes the play. And the Eagles take over on his 5th interception of the season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future gains and get him out of this ball game.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Here we go. Set, go.
They're going play action. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Well, they had the advantage for a moment. They throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Dragon 60. Hut.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate, it just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back, nowhere to go but for a sack.
Here we go. Ready?
Another try following the sack. Looking right, and he finds him. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Okay, ready?
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Cup 19, Cup 19. Hut, hut.
Throwing from the gun. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So it's second down coming up.
Ready, set. Go! Hurt, hurt. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 79 Bronco. Go!
Looking to the air here. Has it downfield working the left. And he's down. Looks like he made the stop at the 46-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Get up.
Throwing it again here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Check smash, check smash. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Still sticking with the passing game. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in.
Let's go.
Working quickly here.
Smash.
He's got a man in motion.
70 rate.
29-yard line.
19 Titan, 19 Lion. Ready, ready?
They are throwing it again. That's completed right side.
Hurry, hurry.
Moving
Hurry,
quickly,
hurry.
trying to get set again.
18 Pioneer.
First
Check,
and 10
check,
at the
check, check.
14-yard line.
Warrior 70. Panther 11, Panther 11. Dragon 60. Set go.
Working inside the red zone. It's a Seattle touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
On is Moody for the extra point. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Seahawks get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Hut.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They go right back to the air. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him.
Trap 60. Ready?
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He lobs it up, looking deep to the... Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Seahawks will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He was a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set up. Street. 7 Pirates. Cup 19. 60 Maverick. Hut.
Throwing from his own end zone. Finds him on the crossing route. Still going to touch him down after a short pickup.
79 Bronco. Biggs. 18 Rattler. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard.
Ready?
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go now.
Putting a receiver in motion.
60 Bobcat. 70 Ranger. 19 tight. Go Chap. Go.
Throwing from near his own goal line. And they pick him off again. And the Eagles capitalize on yet another interception thrown in this game. Now in that spot, Brock, I think his first priority is just getting a throw of some kind of way and avoiding the safety, right?
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. And I know it's so easy for us up here in this comfy booth, armchair quarterback, but you can't ever relax when you're reading the coverage. Just because you're worried about taking a safety, you still got to stand, you got to deliver, and you got to take care of the football.
18, Pioneer.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up the throw. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Come on, set. Warrior 70. Panther 11. Dragon 60. Ready.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Pace. Let's go.
Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
Hey. Trap 60.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll throw on 1st. Complete here to Bowers. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The Seahawks offense, look at this. They aren't leaving the field. Lining up and going for 2. This is caught. And he can't take the completion across. Defense on him fast and bringing him down to deny the 2-point conversion. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins... Such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go, set. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Here he is on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Set. Go.
They'll throw it. He sends this one to the end zone. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
79 Bronco. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Get up.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Eagles are going to take over after the interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. While you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Ready? Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready?
Here's a throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Seahawks pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
19 Lion. Ready, right?
Throwing now, following the turnover. He's got it near the 8. Touchdown, Seattle! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And the Seahawks will again line up to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Cowboy 80. Panther Street. Panther Street.
They want to run it across. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt.
Seahawks 42.
Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And the Eagles are able to recover. And that should just about do it for us here. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. All right, one more snap to play here.
Pioneer. Let's go now. Warriors 70. Panther 11. Panther 11. Hook.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines, but for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
So for Brock Heward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Seattle.